The best things in life are free. Yes, you guessed it, guys. It's BBB. The Bandit's back booming. I'm conscious we've been quiet, but it's been festive season, hasn't it? It's not stopped us betting. But I've had a few requests, folks, saying the Bandit's gone quiet. The Bandit's got more content than anyone on Cheltenham. Started back in May. But I will start cracking a few videos out from now to then, because BBB, Bandit's back booming. We're going to do it. Going to have some big wins. Confidence is back. Anyway, we'll give you a little update. More than a month's salary for most folk. 3732.78. The rookie's bones on Cheltenham already. Returns a cool 7.2 million. We'll take 1% more. Anyway, quite a bit to cover. Quite a lot's gone on. The Big Bandit's ill. But yeah, quite a lot to cover. What's happened over festive period. Different horses, what have done well, but then are skipping Cheltenham, etc. So we've quite a bit to cover, which I'll go over. Been keeping my ears to the ground, listening to good old Steve at Smoking Cheltenham, so I've not been totally switched off from the old banditing. But yeah, we'll start off by talking about In The Waterside. Now, I've got half a minute. I'm getting a cup of tea with me here. What else would it be? A few quality streets, you know. Always a little plug from the Bandit. Now, In The Waterside runs Saturday, 6th of January, so this Saturday. Now, this was a horse the Big Bandit tipped up, and it came to fruition. It won first time out. It's running a 2 mile 5, you'll notice, on Saturday, and it won a 2 mile 4, but then they dropped it considerably to a 1 mile 7. It was, there you go. So we shall get on it on Saturday, that's for sure. But I know the Big Bandit gave this horse earlier in the year, so let's see what happens in the markets thereafter. I'm going to go over every race for Cheltenham and just talk about horses that the Bandit's given, etc. But I just thought I'd share initially a recent fourfold. So here's a bet for you. Get your dibbers, your dabbers, your pens out. Bandit's got a bet. BBBB. Bandit's back booming bets. So, that ain't the bet though. That's on cash out. I've had a little tickle with... This is the first time I've had a bet in Ultima. It's only just started coming out at Magda's plate. And I'm going for Stumptown for the Ultima, so Scottish for the plate. In a Yankee, trebles, duels and a fourfold. With Alka, the Tabert, which your man at Smoking Cheltenham, we've done quite well with that horse with him. Got quite a bit of value on it. Got a 16s and 20s, I think. As you can see, it's now into 6s. And good old Crambo, I've got that at 20s on my spreadsheet. Got quite a few bets at 20s, actually. I still think it's decent value at 10s for that stage. So, there we go. I think that bet returns a cool 15k-ish or something. Well, there's a little bet from the Bandit for you to follow. Get on it. As always, as you can see, folks, bet credits, £9.8 bet credits, £14.40 bet credits. The Bandit doesn't mess about, it's the bookie's money. Gamble responsibly with the bookie's money. Get on it with the Cheltenham Bandit. Now, we're going to go to every race here. Let's give a little talk through. I've got quite a bit more content, but for this comeback, if you like, we'll just have a little tickle over everything. Here, we've not got no bet yet here, have we? William Hill, by the way, I've gone non-money no bet. So the Supreme, I mean, obviously it's not declared to run anywhere yet, A Dream to Share. But I still think it's good value. If you look at its history, it had a big... I think last year its first run was February. before it won the bumper in March. Its first run was February. So there's quite a few people panicking. Okay, they said it's had a little bit of something to do with it. It's not run yet, but although this race is falling apart, I mean, Monsieur West, I don't think I could have much more money on that. Enos ain't going to run this race. Ballymore ain't going to run this race. Firefox might not run it. Yeah, obviously Jericho's the side bet, but for me, a Dream to Share is the value. I know it's never nice to not see a horse that's not run, but if it's first run with Cheltenham, I'll still have it because it won first time out last February. So there we go on the Supreme. The Arkle, I mean Marine National now that we've been hammering it. I think we started off at 8s, me and the Big Bandit, but we've been hammering it recently at 3-1. Which now looks good value, doesn't it? Can't see past it. I think my side bet would be able to take Thompson each way, but can't see past it for the Arkle. The Ultima, all these races have come out now. Obviously, I've had a little tickle on Stumptown, but it'll only be little tickles on these races. So many horses. Obviously, Constitution Hill, I mean, that at evens we were. That's good value now as well, isn't it? 1 to 3 on. I mean, the Ante-Post market, gosh. That's going to be something like 1 to 7, 1 to 8 on the day. I think the side bet there was something like 5 Piper or Rhubarb each way. There's a lot of horses that aren't going to run in this race. On the bottom. Merserdle. Recently been hammering Ashrow for this in Gala, but Blossom's the one, isn't it? She's going to do it. She's going to do it. The Boodles. I'm not touching this race yet. Too much of a yes. National Nick Rocket looks good value, doesn't it? It did well. Should it go for this race? Yeah, I think Nick Rocket's the selection there. The Ballymore's going to be Ballyburn. The 8s and 9s and 10s to 1s on Ballyburn look good value now, don't they? The Browns. Hold on. What would the side bet be for the Ballymore? Let's have a look. Let's have a good look. Could be In The Waterside. Obviously, it's out Saturday. Now's the time to get on it. 50 to 1. High-class hero. High-class hero In The Waterside each way. I think I'd be price-wise tempted with. But yeah, like I said, In The Waterside out Saturday. The Browns, I've heard, obviously, Illy Fancy is going to skip Cheltenham, is the word on the street, so. Stay away for. I think Grange Clowes is going to fall apart. I think it's one of them horses, it's not going to win. So I'm confident we stay away for. The side bet. We're going to have to pick Corbett's Cross. The Coral Cup. Langadan. That didn't fall in that last race last year. He might not be here talking to you now. I'm going to leave it, but I think if I'm having anything, it's Langadan for that race. Champion Chase, got to be Elfab. I mean, the 2 to 1 on Elfab looks good now, doesn't it? Cross countries fell apart a little bit. I mean, I did, if you remember, a while back. I think I might have put a few comments out there on a few people's YouTube as well. Manila Indo I think I've got 16 to 1 on it. That looks a good bet now, because granted the weight that they were giving away, Galvin and Delta work, you can't really... Is Foxy Jack's going to beat them off level weights? I don't think so. But yeah, confidence has dwindled a little bit on Galvin. I think Melendo could be the good side bet, but I'll stick with Delta work. The Grand Annual. Now I got given my mate Mozzie as a tip last year for a different race. I think I'm going to have to go for it just on the fact that I was giving it as a tip by people in the know. So it's definitely someone wants to have a winner at Cheltenham with that there. I think it's one of Ben Paulins actually, it is. Yeah, I think I've got to go with that just off, you get a tip and it don't win, the year after it tends to win, so get on it, you heard it here first, my mate Mozzie. If you want a few little accumulative bets when no one no bet come out, get on my mate Mozzie for the Grand Annual. What are we up to? Champion Bumper. No, I have got an horse. I asked for a price, they wouldn't give it me. Wouldn't give me a price. I'll have to search on my phone here while I'm on, just hold on. I'm not giving it and I text it to myself. I thought I did. I thought I texted it to myself. Yeah. I mustn't have done. Well, I wrote it down some... I know I did. I texted it to my dad. Oh, God. Well, I've sent that many messages to my dad since. This ain't going to be easy to find. But... hold on. We'll find it. Was it that far in December? I texted him. Well, tell you I can find it. Request a bit. I have to tap into my emails. Right, here we go. Valgrand. Might be worth the wait. Apologies for the silence though. It's not in the betting. No, this... I say it's not in the betting. Let's just check. No, it's not in the betting. They won't give me a price on it. But I've been given it... It's gonna run in this race. So, half of these horses here aren't going to run in this race, what are in the betting here. So I can only give it you. I will have a look round. I might put in the comments if I see it with any other bookie. I might start asking a few bookies for it. But Dan Skelton trained 4-year-old Val Grand will run in the Champion Bumper. I just can't get anyone to give me a price on it. So obviously got to be having a bet on that, having it from the owner's mouth. I don't know what else I wouldn't like to say anything there really. Turners, yeah, it looks like Gaelics. I think the bet's going to be in the pocket for me here. It's going to be in the pocket. at the prices anyway. Attempts, Iker Allen, I've put in a couple of little meaningless bets, but again, I wouldn't have too much on this race. Ryanair, let's click on it. Ryanair, stage star. I mean, if you watched ITV, Nichols did say to the jockey, remember the big one in March, and I said at the time, this ain't got to win this race, not got to push it. You heard him say it on live TV. The Big Bandit don't like Stage Star, whether it's because it's an owners group also, I don't know, but he's not in favour of it. Can you trust Allo? I mean, I tell you what, I put a bet on it the other day, it was 10-1, it's got it in the betting. Banbridge is 25s, whether it's the thing it's going for another race or something, I don't know, but I have to research that, because I've been backing it at 10s. Banbridge was the selection, but I have to have a little look into that. So there's obviously something surfaced for it going that much. Especially because, El Fab's not got running this race. Edwardstone's not got running this race, I wouldn't have thought. John Bon, we want it to run in this race. We've hammered it for this race, but I don't think it's going to run. I'm going to have to look into that while that's going. If anyone can comment why it's gone out in betting Banbridge. This is a horse what was I saying on one of my episodes? It beat Stage Star by 10 lengths, didn't it, or something? It beat... I'll have to have a look at that now. It's got bugged me that. I can't remember that. Let's just get it up on here. Banbridge horse. We've been here before. Got all these offers here. Good job I've got a new fall guy in it to sign up to them all. Right. Must have been this race here, I think. Yeah, here. It's beat Stage Star in this race by 10 lengths. Now, granted it was at Aintree, different kind of track, but still. Yeah, this was the argument I was having with the Big Bandit, wasn't it? You've got an horse there. If it goes in this race, it's got to be the selection. I think Stage Star... Probably only 7-1 because all the owners group are hammering it. I mean, Allo's the backup option. Don't get me wrong, I've got a bid on Allo. I don't think John Bond's going to run, but yeah. Unless everyone knows to the contrary, Banbridge get on it with the Cheltenham Bandit. 5-1. I'll be putting some bets on tonight, I can tell you that. I've got a... It's not in the recycle bin. It's not. It's on the edge of the bin. Marie's Rock, 50-1. God, we've hammered it at 16s thinking we're getting value. Did go into 10s. Probably me who pushed it into 10s. I think it went to 6s. 8s at one point. Never say never. But I'm banned by the Big Bandit for having any more money on it. So this Felmay could be a beast, couldn't it? Especially if it's muddy. It's heavy going. I think I'll be betting on Teapot. Felmy's the mud lover if it's muddy, and then I've got to have a go on Crambo, I think. But yeah, I mean Bob beat Marie's Rock by a couple of lengths in a shorter distance race, so I don't think it deserves to be 50-1, does it? But it's just that's obviously rubbing the Bandit's nose in it, But there's a lot of horses what don't win before Cheltenham then win at the festival, so you never know. The plate, So Scottish is the selection here. If you're going to have a little tickle in that race at the minute, I wouldn't have too much, but that's selection. The Meuse Novice, this is where it starts getting interesting, isn't it? got brighter days ahead at 8s and 10s to 1, so that's the selection. With Dicer, Enos as the backup option, I think. Yeah. Kimura, not going to bother with that race. Although I have been hearing Monbeg Genius quite a lot from our friend Steve at Smoking Cheltenham, so if I'm doing any hackers, whackers, knackers, you know, when it's normally no bet, that'll be going in. So if you want a little selection from the Bandit, the Monbeg Genius. The Triumph, Bunting. I think that was our first bet on the Triumph, Bunting. We had that, me and the Big Bandit. Let's have a look. It might not be on this sheet though. We have got a bet there, but we had a few bets on that before we had a sheet for it. But yeah, obviously we got a bet on Jigme, Marsborough at 16s. Everyone was talking about Marsborough at one point, weren't they? 16 still. Burdick Road looks good, doesn't it? What's that? What's come out the betting there? Jigme. Where's that gone? It's not here now, is it? Yeah, so we like having a few horses, but you can't go too mad. The County, I think I'll be leaving it for now. If I had any little tickles, it's probably going to be down memory lane and maybe Recall Lord, but maybe a bit on Predator's Gold as well. But you don't know what they're going to. You don't know the money yet, do you? So got to wait for non-money or bet for that. Albert Bartlett, I think it'll be horses like Croke Park, High Class Hero, Stellar Story. Those three would be maybe a bit of Atlantic, 3 or 4 what I'll be putting in, but again, it's a non-running or bet race now, isn't it? Galloping looks good at 3 to 1, doesn't it? Started hammering it again a few weeks ago when it went out to freeze in the betting. After fast or slow beat it in a shorter distance, which I think the Big Bandit was right, they were just giving it a run. I think the backup selection now has got to be Shishkin, hasn't it? It would have won. But for that slip. So I think Shishkin is definitely the backup bet in this race for the Bandit. I can't like that Hewitt, I just can't. So yeah, Galloping is good value. The Merce Chase, got to be Alka the Tabert. Got to go with that. That's the one. I think if I was given a number 2, maybe Riviere de Tel for that race. Obviously Dino Blue's a class horse, but we're going to go with Alka. Hunter's Chase, gosh. I mean, Old Billoway has got to be a backup option, but I don't know what the first option would be, that's the trouble. Vorsley, you know, at the price, I'd be tempted if I was going to have a couple of little no bets. Martin Pipe, just got to leave it, haven't you? You can't. Could Lucia go in that? Don't know. Obviously had a bit of bad form, then it won. Yeah, if anything, I might have a little tickle on Lucia. Happy non-money, no bet. So yeah, there you go. That's it from the Bandit. Remember, if there's anything you're going to take from this episode, you've got In The Waterside. Get it in a few each ways for the Ballymore, I'd say, before it runs on Saturday. Banbridge, unless anyone's going to correct me, 25s on Bet365 for a horse that beat the third favourite in the race by 10 lengths. Well, be mad not to back it, wouldn't you? So yeah, we've a lot going, a lot more to come as well. You know, I'm hoping I can get this to £5,000 if possible. But yeah, including cash bets we've put on, we're £35 up and we've got all these free bets, so we can't grumble really, can we? But yeah, BBBB, Bandits back, booming betting. Get on it with the Cheltenham Bandit. Spread bet responsibly with the bookies money, and don't forget to get on with the Cheltenham Bandit.